I am really very, very pleased to be here this morning for this announcement of the founding of the Congressional Asian Pacific American Caucus.
In 1994, Asian American and Pacific Islander members of Congress came together to form the Congressional Asian Pacific American Caucus, led by our founding chair, Norman Mineta. By the time of our founding, AAPI members of Congress had already made tremendous strides in advancing the rights of millions of Americans. Congresswoman Patsy Mink led the effort on the passage of Title IX, which opened doors to women by preventing sex discrimination in education. In 1988, Senators Daniel Inouye and Spark Matsunaga, along with Congressman Bob Matsui and Norman Mineta, led the efforts to pass the Civil Liberties Act, which formally apologized and provided redress for Japanese Americans incarcerated during World War II. In 1993, Senator Daniel Okaka led the effort to pass the Apology Resolution for the U.S. overthrow of the Kingdom of Hawaii. In 2007, Congressman Robert Underwood led the effort to establish the Asian American and Native American Pacific Islanders Serving Institutions program to serve AAPI students in higher education. And under the chairmanship of Congressman Mike Honda, CAPAC's membership and visibility grew significantly from 2004 to 2011.
Today, for the first time in 130 years, the House of Representatives will vote on a bill that expresses regret for the Chinese Exclusion Act of 1882, one of the most discriminatory acts in American history.
We have to fight against this targeting of Muslims, because if we do not stand up today, we will be complicit in what follows. So no ban, no wall, we stand with you.
Toward that end, the time has come to repeal certain terms from federal law that many in the Asian American community would find offensive.
Too many of us seem to forget the immigrant roots within our own families. If we lose sight of our nation's founding principles, as some in Washington would like us to do, we will lose out on the innovations we've seen from immigrants and immigrant families.
So you're going to see a reaction from not just Democrats, but also Republicans to some of the more extreme ideas of this alternate reality-based president.
As your representative to Congress, I am pleased to report directly to the people of Guam that War Claims has finally passed the United States Congress and is now law.
What I want him to do is to make a call on leaders around the world to begin to have a serious discussion about nuclear disarmament and nonproliferation.
We must honor these courageous men while they are still among us and recognize their dedicated service to our nation and our history.
That's why we took the approach we did with the Affordable Care Act, guaranteeing coverage. And as Steve said, this is going to take health care away or make it unaffordable for millions of Americans.
Healthcare is too central to the lives of our constituents to be rebooted every few years in a partisan, haphazard manner.
As my colleagues have said, the Chinese Exclusion Act, the Japanese internment of 125,000 Americans of Japanese ancestry, tell us that it is critical that we are on the right side of history.
Today, the number of AAPI members of Congress has grown to a record high, with 18 AAPI members in the 115th Congress. Our caucus also includes dozens of members who represent large AAPI communities in their districts, and as a result, we have grown to 50 members under the chairmanship of Congresswoman Judy Chu. We ensure that Asian Pacific Americans have a voice and continue to build upon the original vision set forth by Norman Mineta.
Now, it is my hope that this caucus will serve as a foundation for future advances for our community and as a platform to finally make the full story of the Asian Pacific American communities known both here in Washington, D.C., as well as throughout the country.